everybody. Hey everybody, this is Ayla Pants, aka Ashmalala. I was just making sure my mic indeed was not on, because I don't want the rest of these people to hear me. I am in Sansar today and not in Second Life. Many people will recognize this area. This is kind of where they drop you in every time. You have your own home, but you can't really do anything in it except sit. You can't even change what it looks like. I finally got curious enough to visit this place because Belsharin kept doing videos showing her place and places she was able to visit, and I wanted to see what I could make. First thing I want to show you is what you can do with your own avatar. Just really quickly, it's kind of cool. The coolest part is the clothing that you do get. You can make it fit your body. You don't have to have a specific body type or specific clothes to fit a body type. Let's do a new look so I don't mess this up. Duplicate. So for example, the jacket that I'm wearing, you were meant to wear it like a normal human being, but of course I can't do that. I instead had to have it dragged down off the shoulders. Valentine style, right? From Cowboy Bebop. So, because they use Marvelous Designer to kind of have this gravity thing going on where you can tug and pull at the clothing. Pull that. So I pulled off the shoulders. That's how I got the clothing to fit, pants. And these were all free on the marketplace. There's not a lot free. There's not a lot of cool things that are free. Everyone's already trying to make their money, even though this is still in beta. But I'm fairly happy with it. These stripes glow in the dark. Hair-wise, there's not really a lot of options though that don't cost money. So like, this is the one that comes standard. I mean, a whole bunch of these come standard. But this is one I liked, and then this was a free one that I found. I'm like, sure. So let's save. We're gonna return to the world. It would be nice. Marvelous Designer actually more existed within this, so that you could design clothes within Sansar. That would be really cool. I would already be making clothes. Marvelous Designer as a separate program is hella expensive, so it's just not going to happen. I'm just not going to be the one to do that. Yes, more quests. The quests are given out by that guy over there. And really what it is it's an excuse to get you to visit other worlds that Sansar has created to kind of get you used to how that happens. And when you finish the quest, you get Sansar dollars, just a few, just enough to wet the whistle to want to buy stuff on the marketplace, right? But I'm going to show you the world that I was able to make using free assets that were available. So this is my world, obviously, World of Ash. And it's going to be a bit more of a fantasy feel, just because that's what the free assets that were available. Not a lot of cyberpunk, and if there were, you were going to have to pay for it. So I didn't even look at those. I didn't want to be tempted. Again, you're expected to build this stuff outside of Sansar and then import it into Sansar. So you're expected to create everything for Sansar to use, creating these experiences. Okay, so I have literally recorded this like 4 previous times, and what I have discovered is that there is something in one of these free assets, at least one of these free assets, that is causing my recording to, for the frame rate to drop dramatically anytime I try to move. And I'm not quite sure which item it is yet. That is the problem with using free assets that other people use is that they're just making it to look cool. They're not taking into consideration like how it'll impact the sim that it's on. And I don't even know how to look at the objects to see what kind of its complexity or the land impact that it'll have, or like how detailed the textures are, and maybe that's what's causing the lag. And the funny thing is that it doesn't cause my view in the game to lag at all. Like the frame rate's totally fine. It's not until I go back and look at the recordings afterwards that I see like 1 frame per 3 seconds, and it's so painful. I figured what happens is if I just don't move, it records just fine. So what you're seeing is a series of me just recording in one place. Things I was trying to say while I was here. The draw to make something in Sansar was that here the world initially is free, whereas on Second Life, before you can even start building, you have to either buy a space and pay a tier for it, which is like rent, or just to rent it from someone else. And that's lame, whereas here it's free. I mean, you do still have to either build your own objects and bring them in, or buy them off of the marketplace, but at least, the very least, you can start free with free land, or a free world, or sim, or whatever we're calling it here. So yeah, all these objects were free off the marketplace. Buyer beware. But I thought it looked really cool. I'm really hoping that the water animation is not what's causing it. But yeah, so after I leave this area, we're going to go back to the original recording where I take you to a couple other areas. And you can see that no lag, no problem whatsoever. The sound does get a little loud compared to my voice, but I was recording it all on OBS, so lesson learned, not doing that next time, so I can control the volume separately. But yeah. And please don't freeze. Okay. There's a bit of a loading time, but it's kind of the same thing on Second Life now with how much you have to wait for all the stuff to resin, all the textures and stuff. Like, you'll have to sit there for like 5-10 minutes sometimes waiting for stuff to resin, especially if you're doing all the shopping events, 50 Linen Friday or the Secret Sunday sale. Ooh. Look at that. Look at this is. Yeah, they got there's way more filled out. So it's not just places you can make. You're supposed to be able to make scenes and experiences, basically like games in here. Let me show you a place that was more of an actual experience. The Orphanage of Angels. Okay, we need some loading time. So this is more of a horror area, which is my favorite genre of everything aside from I guess cyberpunk. And this guy apparently has done several experiences like this, and in both here and Second Life. Alright, we start off in this room. Here's the other places he's done, basically. Let's see, it's advertising them. This Susan's Diary I saw was also in Second Life. Alright. So start the quest. This gives you the HUD. So find the orphanage register. Here we're not even in the starting area. Like the area before the starting area. Let's run into the light. So now we're here. With the creepy sound. And the rain. The orphanorium. Orphanorium, yeah. Oh. And the seizure inducing lightning. Yeah, here's the register. This is an old register with a list of names. Probably children of orphanage. Probably children of orphanage. It seemed nobody left this building. They result still here. Yeah. Oh. I have a feeling this is not English, it's first language. But doing pretty good. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's creepy. Good. Good job. So, cursed doll. I've yet to be able to find the cursed doll. This is cool. If you look up here, you see the bugs flying around. I think those are actually what's casting the shadows down here. And if not, good job for syncing those up from, you know, showing bug shadows with the bugs up in the light. So this is just to show, like, this is a game type experience you can have, and it's a little janky and it's not everything you could do in a normal game, but Sansar still is in beta. So the assumption is that once Sansar gets to the point where it can do everything that we want it to do and it's out of beta, the games you can make within Sansar will also be higher quality, and you'll be able to do more than just kind of bump into things and click on things. You'll have more animations that the characters themselves can do, the avatars. Hearing doors open and close, not cool. Bucket. Oh, I have a bucket. Awesome. To the hell. Not to hell, to the hell. Oh, it's locked. Something up here that's cool. What? Oh, there we go. Spooky. Hey, ball. Spooky person. I'm gonna get you. What's gonna happen? Oh. Fine. I don't want it. Oh! There's blood behind us? Was the blood in the bucket? Door's open. Voices. Rusty, empty bath. Nothing interesting. Yeah, so let's, yeah, we don't need to finish this. This is just an example. Let me go back home. So yeah, if you guys made any worlds on here, any experiences, please share. It'd be awesome. Go visit. I will put the landmark or whatever to my world in the description. Hopefully you guys can make it in. I tried to make sure it was available to everyone. This is the home area. Okay. So check it out. Come check out Sansar, I guess. Definitely not a full-fledged place Second Life is. But it's gotten a lot further than I thought it would. Thank you for watching.